But I tell you what, a Mr. Andy Dalton did lead a certain team to a victory this past Sunday, putting them just a half game back of the NFC East playoff picture right now. All three NFC East teams are locked in with 3 wins. And man, all 3 of those wins are hard fought, let me tell you, brother.
But the Philadelphia Eagles are a half game ahead in the NFC East, and they have a commanding half game lead. This league, this division is unbelievable. It's a train wreck happening in slow motion in front of your eyes. I think it is compelling football. And strangely enough, the teams that everybody was picking to be at the bottom of the East, to be no good, to be like whatever, these are 2 teams that are actually, people are going, hey, wow, this is fun to watch. And I'm talking about the New York Giants, the Washington football team, 2 teams on the rise, and a 3rd team on the rise that everybody had stuck a fork in. But you and I talked about in our Dallas Cowboys podcast show, where if they would go ahead and move Zack Martin to right tackle, bring McGovern in a guard, play to your strengths, even though Martin is better at guard than tackle, your tackles suck so bad, this was going to be a better situation. And that might make it work. That might give them, the receivers, time to get open. That might give them a crease big enough to slip a running back through. And what do you know? We were right.
Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott with his first 100-yard game of the season. And if you look ahead at the Dallas Cowboys schedule, it's very favorable for them. They could very well win the game Thursday against the football team. And then you look at the rest of their schedule, other than Baltimore, all of those games are all winnable games.
And Baltimore is looking more and more winnable by the week, okay? And the other thing we talked about with Ezekiel Elliott is like, hey, we understand Elliott is not as good as he was a few years ago. But that Pollard kid, he really seems to be bringing it, and he needs some touches. They got him some touches. Yeah, baby. What happened then?
Yeah, exactly. He took one to the house, and I'm disappointed. They fed Zeke, but they only gave Pollard 5 carries. And you saw the juice that he...
The snap, the burst, the bounce, the vision. Oh, man, he made things happen. I love it when he touches the ball.
Yeah, and they need to get more touches. I mean, it's something, you look at the first game against Washington, and they literally had no offense. Zeke turned the ball over twice, I believed, in that game. So maybe this is the week they get him the ball more.
It would be nice. It would really be nice. And I got to say, the Dallas Cowboys as a team, you can't talk about that game or that team without mentioning CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb. You darn right. The catch. Describe the catch, Nate.
I can't describe it because he was open on a corner route, ran a simple 7 route to the outside. Andy Dalton throws it to New Mexico, and somehow CeeDee Lamb is able to contort his body all the way over to the other side, reach over his head, and come down with it, a defender draped all over him. So,
yeah, the catch was just incredible. The body control and the passion and the way it ignited the team. I mean, everybody was just jazzed and jacked. You know, the team, the crowd exploded. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was an incredible moment.
But I will say what did ignite the team is apparently Mike McCarthy had a bunch of watermelons in the team meeting the day before, brought a sledgehammer out, and like Gallagher, smashed that sumbitch, and that really ignited the team, apparently.
Yeah, he did a good job. I tell you what, McCarthy, for all the crap that I gave him earlier in the season for the team being unprepared, not ready to play, et cetera, here, when they are prepared, when they are ready to play, McCarthy, I got to give you credit.
Yeah, and it's interesting. He always seems to have the Vikings number. I think he's 79-1 career against the Vikings, and with another victory over him.
Yeah, he really totally does have this number. They must hate it when he's on their drive roll.